Hello dear students. In the previous video, I have given an activity to perform which will give us the idea about the characteristic of the particles of the matter. I told you to perform the activity and observe that after adding either a salt or a sugar, what happens? Whether the level of water rises, it lowers or remains the same. If you have did it, I will be giving you the observation that the water level would not have risen, lowers, but it would have remained same. So, these shows us that if we have added salt or a sugar in that taken water, and then we have observed that water has not risen or not lowers, then where that added sugar or added salt has gone? It means there is a space between them. Because if you will taste that water, it will taste salty if salt is added, or it will taste sweet if sugar is added. It means the thing which we have added, salt or a sugar, that particles are there inside. Then and only then we will taste it, salty or sweet. But the question is, why the water has not risen or lowers? Here, we are in need to understand that the matter which we have taken as water, it has some space in between where the matter which we have taken as either a salt or a sugar has taken its place and has occupied those space which was there in between. So very first characteristic, particles of matter have space between them, is understood by this activity. So here also I have shown you characteristic of particles, and first characteristic, it has a space between them. You can see the bigger particles of water and the space between them, smaller particles which is occupied, space is occupied by the smaller particles of salt or a sugar, whatever you have taken. But the question is that how much sugar or salt is able to occupy the space between these water particles? So the answer is as per the quantity taken. If you have taken a glass of water, you can add maximum of 5 to 10 salt spoon or sugar spoon. If you have taken a liter, 10 liter, 1000, then accordingly the amount of the particles of salt or sugar can be added. So our question is there. If particles have a space between them, then what is the size of the particles? Here I will say that particles are very, very small. But when I say particles are very, very small, then how small it is? As per your knowledge, I would like to say the particles are very, very small, which we will understand in a determining manner in the another chapter. But I will just give you a glance. The particles are measured in nanometers, and nanometer is 1 by 10 raised to 9 times smaller than the meter. I'll explain this to you in next chapter. But the thing is that particles are very, very small. How I will come to know this, that the particles are very, very small? For that also I will explain you an activity, and you will have to perform that activity. Take one glass water made up of glass and 3 more glass water which you will not fill up with the water. So in all take 4 glass water made up of glass. In 1 glass water fill water and add a few drops of ink or few drops of watercolor or pinch or 2 pinch of turmeric powder, haldi powder. Stir it, then take few water from that glass and add it to the another glass. Let's give the name of number of the glass A, B, C, D. So from A glass, now take some amount of the water into glass B and again fill it with the water. Now you check the color in the first glass. If you have added blue ink, then it would be completely dark blue. If you have added red color or haldi powder, then the first glass A will show you a dark color. Now in second, you have to take a few amount of water from glass A to B, and then other portion of the glass is filled by the clear water. So now the B glass will show you a little light color than glass A. Now take again a few amount of the water, fourth part of the water from B glass to C glass, and add 3 more part clear water to glass C. Check the color. The color of glass C, again it will be little lighter than glass B. Now take fourth part from C and add it to glass D, and fill that glass D by the clear water. Again check the color. If you will check the color of glass B, it will be still lighter than the glass C. So what we will observe here is that from glass A to B to C to D, the color becomes lighter and lighter and lighter, but at last also we will see a little faint color also, but it will not be vanquished. बिल्कुल चला नहीं जाएगा. What is the conclusion of this? This gives us the idea that in A glass, all the particles which were there of that colored portion is finally divided slowly up to the glass D. But even a smallest part is still there which gives a light color. This gives us the idea that particles are very small, and even their presence is being observed by the lighter color. So this is the second characteristic of the particles of the matter, that they are very small. Right? Now this process, one more thing I want to add here, that this process of making the thing lighter and lighter, that means highly concentrated to slower concentrated by adding water to it, is called dilution. It is called dilution, where the proportion of water is more than the main proportion, then it is called dilution. Right? These also in a more proportion I will help you in chapter 2. Now what is next? The next characteristic is particles move continuously. When I say particles move continuously, then again we will have to think about an activity. So what is this? Again, take two glass A and glass B, made up of glass. In glass A, take 1 or 2 spoon of sugar crystals, and in glass B, add a drop of ink or a drop of watercolor. Now, just observe both the glass. What we will observe? In glass A, you will have to wait little that all the sugar crystal will get easily dissolved, easily mix. And in glass B, within a short span of time you will see that whole water will be of the color what you have added in it. So these two activities will show us that how that change has taken place. When you will stir glass A, stirring, after that stirring you will see that okay, sugar has already mixed in it, and if you taste, you will taste it sweet. And in glass B, without stirring only you will see that the color has changed. Whole glass water is changed in the respective color. It means particles of matter are moving continuously, and so this has happened. Now these both process shows us that particles are moving. But what are this? The intermixing of two particles by the external stirring is called dissolution, and the intermixing of two particles by their own is called diffusion. For sugar we need stirring. The particles of water and sugar, when we wanted to mix them, we need stirring. So it is dissolution. But the particles of ink or watercolor in a water, it mixed itself, so it is called a diffusion.